Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning back in. Glad you could make it. Those of you new, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know it's late uploading, but listen, today was a very full day. And uh, Before I get into the topic of what you want to leave behind, kind of want to talk about today first. And well, guys, I think I failed the challenge because um, last night I went to bed just feeling like absolute garbage. I was very physically exhausted and mentally exhausted, but so exhausted to the point to where I was having a migraine. I guess I didn't realize that at the time because I woke up, this morning feeling all right actually, and I could have put I could have put some work in physically to get a workout because today was supposed to be chest day, but I didn't. Um, and went had pretty much some time to get some breakfast in and take care of the puppers and then get out to the business meeting. So, but I did get some push-ups in. I got 25 in out of the 100. So I can't really call that a workout. Um, and so because I can't call that a workout, I'm going to call this a fail. Um, I didn't break my diet, but I did break the physical part of it. So I would consider it a challenge failed. Um, yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. I should have put more time into it. But that's something that I want to take with me for the next one for sure. Um, so because I definitely could again, I could have put some more effort in on that end, and I could have done. I could have pumped out that other 75 push-ups and I could have done some extra stuff in order to really get that workout in, but I didn't. I was too busy. I was too busy focused on the business and everything. So um, it is what it is, and I learned from it, and I'll definitely apply it next time. Uh, that being said, guys, getting to today's topic, what you want to leave behind. And it kind of goes with the choice of what you want to do with your life. Where where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? And what do you want to leave behind for other people to remember you by, or if you want people to remember you? Um, and this kind of relates to a story that I have for you guys today. And this is something that I touched on a couple of videos already in the early history of the channel, but I kind of wanted to get more in depth. And guys, buckle up because this is a really real topic and it's something that all of us can relate to. So, a couple months back, I had taken a former friend of mine in, and um, and so he moves in, you know, and he was with me for a couple weeks to a month. At this point, I can't really remember, but uh, at this point in time, I'll call him Jeffrey. And Jeffrey really loves to go on walks. It's something that really helps his mind. And so Jeffrey likes to call his family on these walks. And so one morning, early morning, I believe it was maybe 6, 7, or 8. I can't remember the exact time frame. But this first part of the walk, he sees this man kind of hunched over in a chair. And it's really cold outside, and he's kind of wondering, why is this guy just out in the middle of the open and he's hunched over? It looks like he's just sleeping. And so he thinks it's really weird, but he's new to the area. He doesn't want to stick his nose into places that he shouldn't, right? And end up really in really bad situations. And so he's like, okay, well, that's weird, but whatever. And he continues on his walk, talking with his family, and about a, I believe he was on that walk for about an hour. Really, really, really good walk. And he comes back and he sees that same guy there, just hunched over, and he's thinking, that's really weird. I should probably go and tell Jonah. And so he comes back, and this is around 10 or so. Um, like I said, I'm not exactly sure on the time frame. But what I do know is that um, it was around 9:30 or 10, I believe, is when I got up and I was, making coffee for the day. I was getting the day started. And he walks in, he's like, hey, man, there's this guy, and I think he's dead. And I was like, well, that's pretty crazy because I haven't seen anything like that around here since I've been in this home. And it's been, see, the beginning of this month, April 4th, would be or is the 2 year mark. And I said, all the time that I've had this house, I've never seen anything like this happen. And so I was pretty interested to see, what was happening with this guy. So I said, well, we better go ahead and check this out. Because if it is, then it's really weird how no one has seen it and reported it already. But if it is, then we better be the ones that's going to report it. And so I, what? Calm down, calm down. No one's going to steal your airtime, dude. And so, anyways, um, I get, some shoes on, I get ready, we start heading out there. And immediately I knew this guy was dead. Immediately. Hunched over in the chair, not moving at all. So there's no way that he was asleep. And so it was already daylight at this time, and I could already see um, something wasn't right. And as I get a little bit closer, I saw gray matter on the ground. And I said, yeah, yeah, we better call the cops. And, we let them know our location. They say, okay, cool. We'll go ahead and send a patrolman out there. Law enforcement comes out, and, we walk up. We walk up to the guy. He had unalived himself with a 45, 1911. Um, it's not because I had already seen death before, and it's really nothing new to me. It's just another Tuesday. But what stuck out to me was the look in his eyes. There, I mean, of course, he was already dead, but there wasn't any life in him. His eyes were just, he didn't have anything in them. It's as if he lost all hope, everything, every dream, every aspiration, every ambition, to make his life the way that he had envisioned his best life. It just wasn't there at all, and he did the ultimate thing. And it's one of those things that you begin to think about too. It's that, what is it that when you're gone, what is it that you want someone to remember you by? Because all of us want to have, a big family of 5, 6 children. Some of us like to start our own baseball teams. And have just this massive family that's going to remember you by, it's going to pass down your story. And a lot of us want that, but then some of us give up along the way. And instead of leaving memories and stories behind, instead we leave a chair. And over the weeks and months that after this incident, because they came and got the body, but they left the chair behind. And every single day for the past weeks, past months, that chair hasn't moved. And I would see that chair multiple times a day. And I would watch it every single day as the grass and the weeds would grow over, ultimately growing over the chair, consuming it completely. What's really interesting and got me thinking is that when you leave nothing but a chair behind, ultimately that chair is going to disappear. Because what you do is you eventually traumatize someone. Because there was a guy that was on the force, law enforcement on the force for not even a year, and that was his first dead body that he saw. And I could tell right off the bat that it it traumatized him. And the first time you see death, always you never forget it. And you know, but the shell shock of it, the absolute horror of it, eventually dissipates because you learn to heal from it. You learn to deal with it, right? But because it never goes away, the thought of it is always there. And if you're someone who wants to understand, you always think about it. And so as the summers and the winters come, those weeds and that grass eventually succumbs back into the earth and that chair comes back. So it's either you be remembered or you eventually become discovered. And what kind of story do you want to leave behind? Ultimately, is what I'm getting at. You know, what is it that you want for your life that you want to leave behind? Stories or memories, or just a chair? Think about it, guys. If you guys happen to have any experiences that you would like to share, please do. I'm always down, for learning and growing and just being able to converse with you guys and getting to know you guys because everyone has their own experience, everyone has their own story and nuggets of knowledge that they can drop in there and really share. And that's the whole point of this channel, is to come together and share nuggets of knowledge and benefit each other and grow and become better men, better people, because the one woman that watches the channel can come and grow on this channel too. And so, but basically, the whole point is to come together and grow, right? To change the culture, to change the world, man, and just be better people, especially men, because I've told you guys that men are the foundations of families and nations, excuse me. So when we change first, everybody else does. And that's the beauty of being a man, is that when you set the example, you become the rule. And everyone follows the rule, especially the women and the children. So have life in your eyes and leave something behind. Don't just leave a chair behind. Okay, guys? Think about what you want to do. Think about a vision, a direction, uh, a dream. Why not pursue that? I know times are hard, but there are opportunities to pursue. I mean that. There are opportunities to pursue. So so pursue them. All right, guys. So that's enough of me rambling on. If this helped you out at all, guys, please like and subscribe and share. Share, please. Absolutely. I want to spread this message as far and as wide, or excuse me, I want us to share this message as far and as wide as we possibly can. I can't do that without you. So, and I appreciate every single engagement that you guys have been committing to on this channel. You guys are the fuel that gets this channel burning. So like a wildfire, let's spread this, man. Let's spread this message to as many people, especially men, as possible. All right. So, that being said, guys, take care of yourselves, especially your mind. When time gets tough, man, it's really going to show you who you are. But, gotta dig deep. It's part of what I was talking about today. Dig deep. Focus on that vision, focus on the future and what you want to do, what your passion is, and leave behind something. But also, work physically. Do more than 25 push ups. Do more than 25 push ups. So, guys, be there for each other too. Okay? Be there for each other. All right? Absolutely. If someone's having a rough time in the comment section, please lift them up. Do me that favor. All right? Give them the right information and send them off in the right direction. Okay? There's already so much hate in this world. So let's change that. Help me change it, guys. Help me change it. So, as always, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for letting me rant on, and thanks for listening to me as I ranted. I greatly appreciate that, guys. You guys are rock stars. I'll talk to you guys soon.